What's up, guys and gals? Today we're talking about the movie Angel Unchained. This movie was really good. Definitely love the soundtrack to this one also. This time is motorcycle movies. They always try to be different than the other motorcycle movies. So it's always something like revolutionized, like even though they can be bad stories or good stories, or it's just decent, like the last one I reviewed was decent. But this one was awesome. I felt like it was a good concept about this time we got like this motorcycle guy, like he been in the club for too long. He feels like it was more to life, he just want to do his own thing. So now he gave up his jacket and then he rides off pretty much to like the sunset, and then he stumbled upon these hippies, this motorcycle guy who was once the leader of this motorcycle club called like Nomads, I think. Anyway, he's this guy, the former leader of the motorcycle club. He ended up hanging out with these hippies, spend a time with them. He realized he likes these guys. He's gonna stay with them. But then the problem with the hippies is they're getting harassed by the cowboys with their doom buggies. So now you got like the motorcycle club versus the cowboys with doom buggies. It's like the opposite from a motorcycle movie. You usually get the motorcycle guys terrorizing people. Now we got the cowboys and doom buggies terrorizing people. So it's the opposite. So I felt like it was a pretty good story, something unique and original for a motorcycle movie. I know I'm saying original a lot, but that's how good this movie was. Original, enjoyable, and that's what movies should be now. It's like one movie should outdo another movie. Like, hey, I could be different than this movie. Or, like now, like we got found footage movies now and horror. Like, that's why I like movies like Chronicles, I think, about these kids with their superhero powers. That's something unique. A project like, hey, we're doing found footage movie, but you're going to do it party style. At least it's something different. Give props to something like that. But anyway, it's pretty much the hippies. They have problems with these cowboys. They harassing them, wrecking their farm, and the leader of the motorcycle club is staying with them. The leader of the hippies saying that can you get your club members, the motorcycle club, to help us out to protect the town, to protect our town, like our little farming community against these cowboys and their doom buggies. So then the bikers come one day, they party in the farm village, and their job was pretty much protect the hippies. And then one day the motorcycle club guys, the motorcyclists, and find this Indian guy who was living in the farmers. He was making drugs and stuff, and the bikers like, what, we need some of that drug, we want this, we want our payment, like that. So anyway, it's like the story's pretty much when the bikers come face to face with the cowboys against the cowboys and their buggies, they start beating up the cowboys, teach them a lesson like, hey, hippies got protection now. And then later on, you got the cowboys fighting back, and then as the movie progressed, we get like pretty much like the relationship with the leader of the former leader of the motorcycle club with the female who lives in the farming community, how they have the romance story with each other, and the leader of the farming community realized, what, I think I pretty much went too far with this, but later on, the cowboys finally arrived in the farming community this time, and want to wreak havoc. They want blood. They want to cause, torture, and just wreak havoc. And the motorcycle club is going to help the hippies, unless the hippies give them the drugs that the motorcyclists want. They want the drugs if you want us to continue protecting your lower farming community against these cowboys. And you got the fight with the motorcyclists versus the cowboys and doom buggies going at it. And then the leader of the farming community, he got knocked out, by a motorcycle accident with one of the doom buggies, and he pretty much like snapped his neck. And the leader of the farming community died, while the former motorcyclist who was living with the farming community was holding him, and in the middle, the leader of the farming community, the leader of the hippies, pretty much died, and all the cowboys stopped fighting, the motorcyclists stopped fighting, and the leader told the former motorcycle leader, what, we even, we're gonna leave now, and that's it. That ending was kind of sad, but you know what? At least this movie was enjoyable because it was something unique and different, and you know what? We're gonna try and be different than the other motorcycle movies. So I give props to this. The characters, I feel like they were likable, and and the soundtrack was awesome again, like I said. Definitely check out Angel Unchained. And again, one more time, all these motorcycle movies I'm talking about are on Netflix for streaming right now. So check them out.